Welcome to the Advanced Dual Health and Life Coach certification. Today we're discussing health coaching modules, more specifically about the gut health, nutrition, psychology, and eating habits. Introduction. Gut health, nutrition, psychology, and eating habits are three foundational pillars of overall wellness. They're interconnected facets of human health that impact every aspect of individuals' physical and mental well-being. The ancient concept of the gut brain axis has gained renewed interest in modern science, highlighting how the gut microbiome and eating behaviors affect not only your digestion, but mood, cognition, and even systematic disease risk. Similarly, nutrition psychology explores the complex relationship between dietary habits, emotional health, and cognitive functions. Understanding the interplay between these elements equips the coaches to address the root causes of poor eating behaviors, systemic inflammation, and chronically stressed metabolism. Key points: the gut microbiome and systemic health. Understanding the gut microbiome, what it is. The gut microbiome refers to trillions of bacteria, viruses, and fungi inhabiting the human gastrointestinal system. These microorganisms play a role in digestion, immunity, hormone production, and more. The good bacteria, example lactobacillus or bifidobacterium, acts like allies, while the bad bacteria, when imbalanced, can lead to inflammation and illness. Lesser known fact: the diversity of the microbiome is more critical than the volume. Research continually links a diverse microbiome with longevity, reduced inflammation, and mental stability. Implications for coaching: promoting a diverse high diet in prebiotic and probiotic foods, example fermented foods like kimchi, yogurt, and fiber-rich vegetables like asparagus, directly enhances microbiome diversity. Coaches can use trackers like food diaries to ensure that the clients are consuming microbiome-friendly foods regularly. Connection between the gut health and systemic diseases, chronic diseases. An unhealthy gut has been linked to conditions like type 2 diabetes, rheumatoid arthritis, and cardiovascular disease. Systemic inflammation caused by a leaky gut, which is intestinal permeability, exacerbates these chronic conditions. Neurodegenerative disorders. Emerging research suggests that neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's may be slowed by targeting gut dysbiosis early in life. A diet rich in polyphenols, example berries and green tea, can specifically reduce the harmful bacteria while boosting protective strains. Key example for clients. Clients with irritable bowel syndrome should be educated about the impact of low FODMAP diets and how gut-friendly practices, example reducing alcohol consumption, stress management, can reduce the flare-ups. Coaching insight. Gut health isn't fixed overnight. Coaches should structure the interventions into phases, starting with anti-inflammatory diets and progressing to personalized nutrition strategies based on the client's tolerance. 2. Nutrition psychology. Understanding and shifting the dietary behaviors. Foundation of nutrition psychology. Nutrition psychology examines how the food choices impact the emotions, behaviors, and cognition. Hormones like serotonin, 90% of which is produced in the gut, and dopamine are influenced by dietary patterns, affecting mood and motivation. Examples: clients who frequently experience sugar cravings may be in a cycle of dopamine dependency. Processed foods provide a short-lived reward hit that triggers repetitive overconsumption. Coaching emotional eating. Clients often eat in response to emotions, stress, boredom, or sadness rather than hunger. This habit disconnects eating from physical cues and leads to cycles of guilt and overeating. 1. Recognizing eating triggers. Track the incidence of emotional eating through journals. Example triggers may include the work stressors, loneliness, or celebrating with sugary foods. Hunger awareness strategies. Teach the difference between emotional and physical hunger. The pause, rate, and plan framework can work well over here. Pause before eating, rate your hunger on a scale of 1 to 10, then create a mindful eating plan. Practical client framework. Replace emotional crunches. Encourage alternative coping strategies to replace emotional eating habits. Suggest stress reduction techniques like deep breathing, or redirect clients to non-food activities like journaling or walking. Example coaching prompt. Instead of reaching for that bag of chips, ask yourself this: what am I really hungry for? Connection, comfort. If there's anything other than hunger, what's another way I can meet this need? Advanced techniques. Use visualization exercises. Coaches can guide the clients through imagining how they will feel an hour after eating various foods, energized from eating fruit, or sluggish and regretful from eating processed options. These reinforces positive decision-making patterns. 3. The interplay of eating habits and lifestyle factors. Morning routines and gut health. Drinking warm water with lemon stimulates digestion. Alternatively, clients could implement intermittent fasting when they experience bloating as a way to give the gut a rest window. Examples for coaching. Imagine your gut as a factory. Overnight, the workers take out the trash. If you wake up and give them fuel that's easy to digest, like a simple smoothie, they'll start the day energized. Try delaying processed foods and snacks until later so you don't overload the system right way. The sleep and gut brain health. Sleep deprivation alters the gut microbiota, increasing inflammatory bacteria. Educate the clients about the connection between quality sleep and eating patterns, as poor sleep tends to result in cravings for high fat, high carb foods. Batch meal planning to reduce the stress eating. Encourage the batch cooking as a technique to reduce the stress of last minute meal choices. This supports resilient eating habits, especially for clients prone to emotion or distracted eating. Example for coaching. Set aside 2 hours each Sunday to create meals for the week. When you're prepared, you're less likely to order out for a settled or unhealthy options. 4. Coaching strategies for sustainable change. Practice mindful eating. Why it works. It helps the clients reconnect with their internal hunger and satiety signals. How to teach. Start by encouraging slow eating, putting down the fork between bites, or using chopsticks for unfamiliar meals to naturally create pace. Example prompt for clients. Before you pick up your fork, take a moment to breathe deeply. Look at your food, notice the smells and colors. This awareness transforms a meal from a habit into an experience. Balancing the macronutrients for mood stability. Promote a mixture of protein, fiber, and healthy fats in every meal. This ensures steady blood sugar levels and reduces mood swings caused by fast digesting carbs. Example meal pattern. Start the day with Greek yogurt, berries, and chia seeds for breakfast that provide slow digesting energy and gut healing properties. Integrating the client's culture and preferences. Avoid one-size-fits-all recommendations. Encourage clients to preserve cultural eating traditions by modifying recipes with healthier swaps. Examples such as substituting coconut cream for heavy cream in South Asian dishes or using quinoa instead of rice for increased fiber in Latin cuisines. Create a no-guilt eating philosophy. Help the clients move away from all or nothing thinking by adopting the 80-20 principle. This frames health as a long-term practice rather than immediate perfection. Example for clients. If 80% of your day includes balanced meals, you're doing great. One cookie or a piece of pizza would not undo that. Progress, not perfection. Closing remarks. Gut health, nutrition psychology, and eating habits weave together the story of who we are physically, emotionally, and behaviorally. When life and health coaches master the art of integrating these three areas, they empower their clients not only to improve their health but to rebuild the relationship with food and their bodies. By addressing the microbiome, emotional eating, and the daily habits, coaches become architects of sustainable wellness. The goal isn't just to teach nutrition, but to inspire self-awareness, resilience, and self-compassion all the way. Best practices for coaches. To effectively coach clients on gut health, nutrition, psychology, and eating habits, life and health coaches should combine evidence-based knowledge with personalized strategies. Below is a detailed guideline on how to implement these principles. 1. Personalizing gut health strategies. Assess the individual tolerance. Coaches should help the clients identify how their gut responds to various foods through elimination diets or structured food diaries. Example, a client with recurrent bloating might benefit from reducing high FODMAP foods such as onions and garlic while slowly reintroducing them later under a guidance. Promote microbiome diversity. Stress the importance of including prebiotic and probiotic foods like artichokes and kefir respectively. Suggest recipes like smoothie with Greek yogurt and fiber-packed spinach or bananas to integrate these foods seamlessly. 3. Phases of gut healing. Begin with anti-inflammatory approaches, simple meals with omega-3 rich salmon. Progress to gut-friendly supplements like L-glutamine for healing intestinal linings. Gradually reintroduce potentially triggering foods to determine the compatibility. 4. Encourage gut-friendly routines. Simple habits such as drinking warm lemon water in the morning or increasing daily water intake can improve digestion over time. Example, pair this suggestion with a motivational remark like think of this as giving your gut a great start on its day of hard work. 2. Coaching emotional eating solutions. 1. Identify triggers. Use tools like emotion food logs to map the emotional hunger patterns. Example, you can track entries like ate a full bag of chips after an argument and explore alternative responses. 2. Replace coping mechanisms. Encourage the clients to replace emotional eating with alternative stress management techniques. Example, a client might swap the urge to snack with 5 minutes of deep breathing or a short walk around the block. 3. Teach intuitive eating techniques. Pause and assess method. Encourage the clients to rate their hunger before eating. Example, on a scale of 1 to 10, if you're below a 6, it might not be actual hunger but something else you need to address. 4. Encourage moderation, not deprivation. Promote the 80-20 principle, where the clients aim for nutrition choices 80% of the time while allowing flexibility for indulgences. Example, allowing wine and dessert on special occasions, remarking joy is a nutrient too. 5. Use visualization to strengthen resolve. Visualizing the energy boost after a healthy meal or imagining feelings of regret post-overeating can guide your choices. Example, role-playing coaching sessions using questions like picture yourself after an hour of having a salad versus after having a greasy burger. How would your body feel? Integrating nutrition psychology. Address cognitive biasness. Help the clients become aware of biasness such as the what the hell effect, where one unhealthy choice spirals into a full binge. Example, teach strategies such as reframing slip-ups as learning opportunities, encouraging statements like one cookie doesn't undo all of your progress. 2. Build better food links. Food mood links. Reinforce practical knowledge about how certain foods, example dark chocolate high in magnesium, can improve the mood while others, example fast food, can lead to sluggishness. 3. Use food as a positive reward, not a guilt trap. Encourage the clients to celebrate success with nourishing foods like making a special smoothie instead of eating any junk food. 4. Leverage environmental psychology. Teach the clients to create a supportive eating environment, such as portioning the snacks into small containers to prevent mindless overeating. Example, your environment should support your goals. If junk food isn't in the house, it can't tempt you. 5. Introduce realistic goal setting. Help the client set achievable dietary and emotional milestones, such as having one fully mindful meal per day. Example, commence small efforts with affirming quotes like small wins lead to big changes. 4. Everyday strategies to build sustainable change. 1. Simplify healthy eating. Provide easy food prep tips like batch cooking grains or assembling snack boxes with nuts and fruits. Example, share engaging tips like spending 10 minutes to pre-chop veggies can save you 30 minutes during the week. Blend nutrition with culture. Ensure that the dietary plans respect the client's cultural preferences so they both feel nourished and connected to their traditions. Example, modify traditional recipes, suggest using avocado oil as a healthier substitute in frying for Latin cuisines. Support daily movement. Pair physical activity recommendations with digestive health tips, such as walking after meals to improve digestion and reduce bloating. Practice accountability. Weekly check-ins on progress and emotional well-being foster sustainable habits over time. Example, you can ask reflective questions like, what worked well this week and where did you feel the most challenged? Introduce gratitude in eating. Encourage thoughtful rituals like expressing gratitude before meals to cultivate mindfulness. Best judge of the course. Understanding what works best for the clients, often meals being flexible in their approach. The best judge of the effectiveness of these practices isn't the coach, it's the client. By asking reflective questions and fostering open communication, coaches can pinpoint what resonates most with each individual. Example questions coaches can use. What effect did focusing on your hunger cues have on your meal choices this week? Did you notice a change in your energy or mood after introducing more fiber-rich veggies? How did opting for a mindful activity instead of snacking feel to you emotionally? The feedback loop between the coach and the client determines the progress and sustainability of the interventions. Coaches should adapt plans based on this open exchange, ensuring strategies remain effective and empowering for the long term. Providing tailored solutions while remaining clients' partners in self-discovery solidifies trust and results. Let's have a look at the summary tables. Take a moment to go through table number 1, which looks at the key components of gut microbiome and systemic health. Take a look at table number 2, which looks at the fundamentals of nutrition psychology. Take a look at table number 3, which looks at the comprehensive strategies for emotional eating. Take a look at table number 4, which looks at the key lifestyle factors which are influencing gut health and eating habits. And finally, table number 5, which looks at the sustainable coaching practices for long-term success. Take a moment to go through the MCQ questions of number 1 and number 2, number 3 and number 4, and finally number 5. Thank you.